Hello, my name is Felicity from the Model Evaluation and Diagnostics team. So this is just a short video on some data management. We can simplify this by separating the input data for ESMValTool into observations and model output data. So let's first look at observations and how ESMValTool manages that. So we have 3 tiers in ESMValTool, and this just reflects the access restrictions of the different data sets. So here we've taken from this website a little snip. So tier 1 are freely available and can be used directly into ESMValTool, and then there's tier 2 and tier 3 as well that has some access restrictions. Let's have a look at this snip of a diagram. We can see tier 2 and 3 can be downloaded and then they can be summarized and then go into these OBS or OBS6 projects in ESMValTool. So OBS6 would be CMIP6 formatting. We can have a look at the full image here. So this is an overview of the data flow through ESMValTool. We can see here also the model output data would be, for example, the CMIP projects. And then we can see the OBS here as well. So these would then be local copies and then can flow through ESMValTool, and we can output diagnostics and save the data. So just a refresher that ESMValTool has these 2 data commands. We mentioned this in another video, in the summarization video, so refer to that for more information. But just so you know, we've got ESMValTool have some data sets that have a download function, so we can auto download them, and a formatting function which will summarize them. So these are for observational data sets. And see this website for more information on how to use those commands. So going back to the model output data, well, you can see here these can be downloaded from ESGF nodes. Guardi, we've got some projects on Guardi that will have the replicas there as well. So we can refer to some pages that we have to join the projects that you need for that data. Here are some of the ones that you can refer to. We've got a GitHub ESMValTool workflow. Also check our Hive docs and look out for the ESMValTool page, as well as the forum for any announcements and updates. So we can have a quick look at some of these pages. You'll see a bit of an intro and then some prereqs. So here's some projects that you may need to join to access some of the data. Another thing we have in this GitHub is this observations table, so you can refer to this for some data sets we have available, and the variables. So this is organized by variables. And just a quick look at the forum. So you can look out here for announcements and updates. You can find the relevant topic, which you can see any updates that we can post here. So when dealing with data, we can have a quick reminder of how ESMValTool finds the required data by project. So a good thing to check is your config user file and the root path that we've got set in there. So that's how ESMValTool will look in these folders for that data. So check that you have access to those, and also the config developer file, which outlines the folder structures for finding the data. So these are already set up and ready to be used in ESMValTool. You generally don't have to check those. So just to recap, we talked about ESMValTool observation data tiers, and that's how we organize the OBS data. ESMValTool also has data commands, including download and summarizing, and also checking pages such as the ESMValTool workflow, forum for updates, and the Hive docs for getting started, and the projects that'll be listed there to access certain data collections. And we just had a quick look as well at the root path and the config files. So that's how we find data in ESMValTool. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.